What is up? Good afternoon, everybody. Hello, 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 beautiful souls all around the world. My name is Xarma. Welcome to Stay Woke out there, meaning to live in the present moment. What we do now is, it matters for our future, I believe, the choices that we make now. I listened to an awesome sermon yesterday, a great message through Elevation Church by Levi Lesko. It was amazing, actually. It was very, very good. He spoke in, now, I came up in a Catholic church, and that kind of like pushed me away from the Christian faith. So, God let me go and start studying other religions, and I did. I studied Buddhism and Hinduism, some Wiccan, some Muslim. I was trying to find that spirit, that connection when I got born again. And when I was looking in every other direction. So this story is very powerful because he's talking about Jacob and how Jacob was a foot catcher. He would grab at people's heels. He would manipulate outcomes. To get, and what he did was when his father was dying, he disguised himself as his brother to receive his father's blessing, which he did. But his mother, cast him out of the house, and eventually, he talks about in his sermon, the longer that you continue to go through your life and manipulate people and, be grabbing other people's heels, be a heel grabber, you're going to eventually, he says, end up with nobody in your life, because you're manipulating everybody and you're only focused on yourself. When you have the selfish motives and intent. So, when Jacob was born again, he was in this place, and they don't have a name of this place. The place was nowhere. But it was in that place of nowhere where Jacob, was born again. And he said, surely this is God's place. He had built a pillar. And that is when God had, he had made an oath to God saying, surely this is the house of God. I will, build a pillar, and I will promise to give 1/10 of what I receive back to your kingdom. So that was where the foot catcher met the foot washer, the man that was humble enough to wash his disciples' feet. And he met him in his spirit where he was at. And that's what God does. He'll meet you where you're at. It's been a very trying year for people. A lot of people have been struggling just to want to stay alive this year. I mean, it has been a very difficult year. But, people will ask, because the life that I've come from and to be where I'm at today, they'll be like, how'd you get, you had to have, bought some sort of, course online or some supplements, and I'm sure some essential oils were a part of it, but he says I woke up like this. God didn't make me choose him. He let me choose him. He pursued me. He chased me. He blessed me. He forgave me. He healed me when I was looking in every other direction but his. He healed me. He gave me another chance at life. He gave me a breath of hope, which is that light, which could be yours today. That's how God reaches people sometimes, through other people. And maybe this message can be for you. I hope that it reaches somebody, but I'm not responsible for the change that have taken place in my life. I have to decrease so that God can increase in me. I'm not responsible for the change that took place in my life or the circumstances. He pursued me. He wants you. He wants your soul. He wants to be a part of your life. He is inside. They say the way out is in. I was blind, but now I can see. I was dead, and now I am alive. So, I mean, I was living in homeless. I was homeless. I remember I found a military bag, and I was so happy. I was like, this is a come up. I got a blanket that I can turn into a tent. I was so excited about that low part of my life. And then I get I get sad about where I'm at. What we have in front of us is always enough to do what we need to do to get by. You know, he says he will never leave you nor forsake you. Always inside of us. And that's what I love about God, is because he let me search around. He doesn't want robots. He didn't make me choose him. He let me choose him. And I still study different religions, but I have a firm foundation on the principles that Jesus Christ had made when he was alive on this earth. I have made a good life out of it, and I'm going to continue to make a good life. And I want that for you guys. And that's why I love getting on here, because I know that through this, I pray that God reaches the people that need to hear it the most. The people that need to know that you are not a failure. You are not your mistakes. You are new. You are not where you were. You are where you are today. A new person capable of changing your life for the better. And a lot of it starts with our thoughts and the way that we think. You know, we can make or break ourselves by just the way of thinking that we carry. And you know, I thought that I suggest, you know, anybody that hasn't seen the sermon to go check it out. It's awesome. It was done yesterday by Elevation Church. It's called "I Woke Up This Way." You know, God comes into our hearts and he meets us where we're at. And he is responsible for the change that has taken place in my life and that continues to take place in my life. And I need to continue to humble myself and understand that yes, I put actions in, but it is because of him and the hope and the life that lives in me that I'm able to send out. So with that all being said, guys, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Start of your week this week. Go out there with positive thoughts today. Go out there and kill the day. Day is yours. You own it. Make it how you wish. You know, if you choose to be happy, be happy. I mean, I want nothing more for you guys than for you guys to find peace, love, and happiness in your life. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day today. May the light fill your spirit. May peace fill you guys' mind, and love fill your hearts always. Stay woke out there.